Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Hand of Fate. We're on the last floor of the quest to fight the Queen of Skulls. I know this because we have the Explorer's helmet and no stairs turned up when we got on the floor. We're cursed all the high heaven. We're eating gold instead of food. We don't have any food. Food turns into gold. And we just got the mug and barrel in the Minotaur quest, so... When you return to the Mug and Barrel, you spot the huntsman lurking in a shadowy corner of the bar. A solitary warm ale sits cooling in front of an empty chair, while a collection of empty mugs indicates that your arrival has been long awaited. "I started without you," he said cheerily, but without looking up. "I've got questions for you, and you'll have questions for me. Questions lead to stories, stories lead to memories, and I cannot bear those without a lot of these." He rakes his mug across the others on the table, producing a discordant chime. "Sit down, you're making me look impolite. Given that you've already tracked me through forest and glen, I see that trying to dissuade you from this hunt would be pointless. I know how you feel. I was a boy of 5 when I first saw old Whitey. Sorry, that's what I call him, the White Minotaur." The huntsman proceeds to tell you a tale of destruction and grief, a tale decades in the making. After a while, he lapses into silence, like a river that has run dry. "I think I was tracking it when you stumbled into my trap. Head back into the forest and see what you can find. I've got business to attend to elsewhere." Okay, so we get the card's token. But... oh, I thought this was the one that leads you to, like, 4 other cards. Blood Auction 2. We're not doing this. Oh, we're on the final floor of, like, a 5-floor dungeon. The Demon Trader. Oh, this could be interesting.
Encounter with the devils of the night. Perhaps not your last.
In your dreams one night, you were summoned to a fiery pit and greeted by a demon. "I said you have some spiritual aura about you. I'm willing to trade you a magical item for it. So pay 1 blessing for a magical item." Yes. The demon eyes you hungrily. It opens its fiery maw and you feel some part of your soul dragged into that hellish abyss. Abyss! This card's token is now yours. "Tasty!" The demon exclaims, "Your new magical item will be sent along to the mortal realm soon. In the meantime, take this old thing." Chains of Rage. Okay, during combat, strikes sustained from bows and wands have a chance to restore your cooldowns. And I'm just wearing medium armor, so yes, we will equip that.
Is that what you're going to do?
The blessing we lost was the axe one, and we don't have an axe, so that's perfect.
You make this harder on yourself by traveling with an empty stomach. Face death and learn your fate.
A powerful skeleton warrior with the ability to summon a demonic pile of skulls that can create a legion of skeletons. Few necromancers possess the skill or courage to attempt the creation of such a creature. Any misstep during the ceremony could result in a hideously painful death.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Okay. So, we're gonna fight the Queen of Skulls, and we have Undead Bane. The only thing we don't have is a shield, I think. I would have bought one had I known. So, she's a shooter. Oh, I'm so slow. Okay. Okay, we already killed her. Man, this weapon is so broken. Yeah, look at that! Boom! Queen of Skulls. Down for the count. Alright. Perfect. Perfect.
Then it is done. When even a creature as haunting as the Queen of Skulls perishes, we know the game is almost done. The kings are gathering now.
Alright, for loaning gold to a merchant, you receive Marketplace. For raiding the White Council's tower, you receive Mage Strike, and the White Council 5. For interrupting the Dark Ritual, you receive the following card. The Lich! For helping Mr. Lionel with his quest, you receive the Goblin King Crown, Maze of Traps, and Goblins. For donating food for the orphans, you receive Ring of Enlightenment, Charity 3. For trading with the nobleman, you receive 25 gold, and the Lovers. For winning a tavern wager, you receive Bashing Ring. For meeting the Huntsman, you receive Tracks in Town. Yeah, this is the one that goes everywhere. For satisfying the Demon Trader, you receive these cards. Golden Ring of Pain, Demon Trader 2. As a reward for defeating my Skeleton Queen, you receive Queen of Plague and the Lizard Dome. As a reward for defeating my Skeleton Queen, you receive Arrow Cutter, Mortal Whimsy.
One more round. You have earned it.
So many cards unlocked. This is gonna be a heck of a deck build. Queen of Plague. What is her curses? Negative aura. Whenever the player loses a curse, they also lose one random item. Oh, Cursed Gambler is the...
Queen of the Vermin. Under the ground, the filthy rat kind court her favor. Murder each other with leprous teeth for the honor of siring her children.
Okay. I can get rid of the Crucible. I can get rid of the Noble Trader. Get rid of the Tavern Wager. I can get rid of a Loan. I can get rid of a Wife's Fury. And then I can get one of these back. Heroes Remains? Heroes Remains is actually not. Alright, so now everything in our deck, we have everything that can get us a token in our deck. That's fine. Perfect. And then I want to get rid of some of this stuff. Mortal Whimsy, by the way, is... It is a weapon that... Oh, I can inspect it. This card is new and thus its contents are unknown. Find this card during play and its secrets will be revealed. Okay, so I can't. Right. What about this thing? I'll switch it out with Life Slim. That's fine for me. I need better shields. I can get rid of medium armor as well. Because I kind of want to put in the Goblin's Crown. Let's get rid of Consuming Shame. Put in Mage Strike, because that one's awesome. The Ring of Poverty is awful. Using the weapon ability to be fully healed and for the ring to be destroyed at the end of combat. Also awful. For every gain card, the player receives 1 gold and 2 health. See, that's awesome. That's awesome. And this one we don't know. So I can put in 2 new rings. The Golden Ring of Pain sounds okay. So we'll go with the Bashing Ring and the Golden Ring of Pain and see how awful that is. Alright. I think we're ready to go.
Banish your curses with caution while facing the Queen. You know you risk the true and final death at this table, as I risked my life in ages past.
Goblins! Being stout and meek, goblins know they cannot use strength or fear to survive. They rely on more mischievous methods. They steal from you when you're asleep and escape through magic portals. Scavengers of the earth tell tales of the hidden vaults that these goblins hide their ill-gotten loot in. Their portals are made by dark magic, unkind to all but themselves.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
One night you awaken to find your belongings being rifled through by goblins. As soon as they notice you stirring, they run away. They've stolen some of your food and gold. So we just have to beat them up to get it back. There's 3 of them. There's always 3 of them. Oh, wait, 2 of goblin. Really, 2? Oh yeah, there's the one from the one from the card, and then so yeah, goblins are an encounter. Yeah, there's 3 of them. And if you take too long to kill them, they will go through a portal. So you really got to be on it. And you really shouldn't. You should kill the one without the bag last, because you can't pick up the last pile of gold during this animation. But I mean, we made money. It's not a real issue. Okay, as you prepare to continue your journey, you notice a small figure hiding in the shadows nearby. You pounce on the creature and drag it into the light. "Oh, hello, my boy! What a coincidence meeting you here!" Mr. Lytle exclaims sheepishly. "Having a spot of goblin trouble?" Mr. Lytle gives a deep sigh, specs down, and says, "Well, funny thing, really. I wanted the crown to blackmail my way back into the city, but it turns out that this way is much better." He goes on to explain how, after learning that a brazen human thief had dared to raid the Goblin King's own treasure vault, stealing the king's crown no less, he sent word to the king that he could help get it back in exchange for ending his exile. "All I had to do was agree to help his guards find you, and he revoked my banishment. While the crown remains stolen, he can continue to rule by default. He needs me to help him make sure nobody else gets it first. I suppose he'll keep trying to find the crown, but I'm sure you can deal with his lackeys, eh, lad?" And Mr. Lytle produces a horn from an inner pocket, plays a quick, sharp note, and a magical portal appears behind him.
The game of eternity that we play. I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a decision, mind.
"Don't let this world get you down, friend. You never know when luck will go your way." With that, he grabs his toes, rolls backwards into the portal, and vanishes. This card's token is now yours. The altar!
Must be nice.
Maybe we shouldn't mess up this
I am as bound by the rules I've written.
easy thing.
A choice. Select your desire.
Really?! Ah, that's the second time in a row. Again, it's 1 in 16 chance that you would, like... Okay, I'm not stopping here. I hate layouts like this because you use so much food exploring them. Tracks in town! You're traveling through a quiet hamlet. At first, its rural aspect appears quaintly serene, but as you near the central square, you realize that the lack of activity is due to disaster. A scene of great destruction reveals itself, and you wonder what army or force of nature besieged this place. You spot one villager retrieving their belongings from the pile of rubble that used to be their home. You call out to them. The villager's head snaps around like a frightened woodland creature. "Are you quite mad? Such noise will only tempt the beast to return. Can you not see that we've suffered enough?" Upon further quieter inquiry, the villager tells you that a ghostly pale beast smashed through town a few days before. It destroyed or devoured everything in its path before heading east out of town. "May the gods have mercy on any who cross its path." You cannot tell whether this is a warning or prayer. So now it tracks in mud. We have to do that one. It is easy to follow the trail of carnage from town into the woods. However, once there, it becomes much more difficult. Many animals and beasts travel here, and their tracks are crossed and confused. Ugh. Okay. This gigantic beast leaves tracks that are easy enough to follow. So tracks of blood now! The smell hits you like a hammer blow, twisting your stomach into knots. You followed the tracks to a lair or den of some kind. This is where it feeds. Blood stains the broken ground where it mangles its prey. You wait in the shadows where you both hope for and dread its return. Wow. You feel the ground tremble before any sound reaches your ears. Then you hear the forest giving way to the unimaginable force that is approaching. Moments later, the white minotaur's gargantuan form explodes into view, clenching to Knight's meal in its jaws. You ready your weapon for the fight. Before you can react, a musket blast rings out from another hiding spot, narrowly missing the creature. Behind its eyes, you watch the minotaur consider whether to fight or flee. The huntsman reveals himself, and the great beast roars, then turns tail with the huntsman in close pursuit. Tracks at night! Yeah, this is, you can keep going.
Win this and claim my token.
You burst from the brush and follow the huntsman as he pursues the white minotaur. Night has fallen since you arrived, and the chase proceeds at a breakneck pace. It isn't long before you lose sight of both your quarries, but you can still hear them somewhere up ahead. Then clearly the huntsman yells, "If you want to share this bounty, then you'll need to pull your finger out." You pick up the pace and head towards the sound of his voice. Oh, seriously. No! The sounds of the chase disappear into the night, leaving you alone in the darkness. All of that for nothing. All of it. See, that's why that's horrible. It's horrible. So when we come back, horrible. Bye, everybody.